Hey everyone, Zerms is flying high here today. Today it's going to be a Team Area Combo mini episode here. Earlier today, I found out that there was a rumor going on for what the DLC characters are going to be right there for Marvel Vs Capcom Infinite. You might have not known right there, but I am very hyped for this game here still. I know I haven't really done anything on this channel though, just because one, I don't like to take other people's content right there. I like to do my own content most of the time, unless in the special situations like the Marvel vs. Capcom for Evo right there, which I use Evo footage right there, and the other thing, which was the final online tournament that I did do it too. So that's why you don't see a lot of Marvel Infinite content yet. That's because I don't have the game. Yep, I do have the demo right there, but the demo is fucking terrible. Just because how you can't really fucking actually play the game how you're supposed to right there. That's because those things die in a bit. But anyways, right there, there's been a post here on the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinity Reddit here about someone that has confirmations from inside sources right there, from two different sources that have what the DLC characters are going to be coming in the next couple months right here. And we obviously know too that there was a Sigma and also Black Panther. We know those two right there because they've been confirmed before right there. And there's been 4 characters that we don't know yet, and this rumor here explains who they are and also how they play a bit. So let's get into it right here. Obviously, right there, he says that it's been confirmed by 2 different sources. DLC has been redevelopment since mid-August. Right there, the 6 characters are Sigma, Monster Hunter, Gill, Black Panther, Winter Soldier, and Venom. Right there, those right there interesting right there because Black Panther and Winter Soldier right there were confirmed in the zip leak that happened a while back right there, which basically leaked the entire roster of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite right there. What's basically that was a real leak right there. That was definitely a real leak because it was spot on almost every single thing right there in the game right there. Says there's only a couple things that we weren't sure about with Duran Morgan, which is probably going to be something in story mode, but all the freaking other things right there were basically confirmed right here, and it definitely means that this thing right here has a lot of things. Oh look, Venom is also confirmed in it too right there. It shows that this leak right here is actually could be pretty interesting right here, but we don't know. There's one thing that could make this leak not real, but because of Gill, because the zip leak right here, but does not list Gill in the zip leak. So that right there puts a screw loose in the basically in the logic of this leak right here, because every other character is listed in there besides Gill. If you don't know who Gill is, right there, Gill was the final boss of Third Strike. And actually, he was the final boss in the Street Fighter 3 series right there, the first Street Fighter game. And he was an on-polymer thing, which he also he's also rumored to appear in the next story DLC for Street Fighter 5. So, and as I know, he's a very powerful character right there, and I actually would like to actually see him how well they actually do it there. But still, it's iffy right there how he is. But all the other characters have been there. It's been most likely confirmed that actually are coming. The only one that does not confirm is Gill in that zip leak. So, this right here is still still very. So you believe the leak, so you're not right there, because this leak is on the borderline of could be real, could be fake, just because one thing we just don't know if it's actually true right there, and other things that it could be right, but it's a flip of the coin how real this leak is. Let's actually go a bit more with the leak right here. he's saying that Venom is a new character, per se. Like, I mean, like there hasn't been any 3D assets for him at all in the game right there. So all his moves and 3D animations has been built up from the ground up. So basically, they made everything from scratch from him. All characters are set to release in pairs on a monthly basis. So Sigma and Black Panther is supposed to be launching October 3rd, which that is very close to how it is, because the game is going to come out in 8 days, and we're going to get 2 DLC characters in like 2 weeks from now after the game comes out. Which, well, I'd say, yeah, 2 weeks. Which is pretty freaking weird, because the first DLC character for Street Fighter V that happened was Alex right there, and he came in March. So I'd say it's about a month right there, so it could be true. But having 2 characters is a bit of a stretch right there, because unless they were trying to make it so they have multiple DLC content and they're focusing mainly on this game for the DLC content, that one right there is like a big flag that's saying that this leak was fake. That's because they're not going to release 2 DLC characters that time, but they're what they're probably going to do is obviously release 1 at a time, but or release 1 a month right there instead of 2 a month. So instead of having actually Civil is supposed to be obviously known to be first, then Black Panther, and then probably Monster Hunter, and then probably Venom, and then like back and forth right there. I definitely don't agree that Capcom's going to go that route right there. Each character, it says it's going to cost like $5.99 like for per character, while if you buy them as a pair, it costs $10. And also in US dollars. So if you're in our country, there it's going to be very for price right there. It says there's. Okay, so basically there's free DLC revolving planning. I mean, like, you get free DLC revolving Storm. Basically, for one, there's probably going to be events right there involving the Infinity Stone Surges right there, and new goings modes are coming with an online tournament mode, which could be interesting, but it's a bit of a stretch still right there, because it took Capcom very long to actually add a proper friggin' game modes right there to actually fix it. So it's still gonna be very iffy. It's saying there's no plans for Japanese voices and stuff like that. And fan feedback has verified the development team plans for the year 2018. No characters to name, but they should be expected to see characters that a lot of people want to see. So basically could be X-Men characters, Doctor Doom, maybe other characters we don't know yet. They also list various playstyles for the character. A high mobile rush down character that has access to multiple dashes and teleport moves. So for one, it looks like maybe so. Mr. Wolverine /Zero, maybe, for what it sounds like. As we don't know yet right there how he is right there. So Mr. Zero Wolverine, for what it sounds like, which sounds scary as fuck. Black Panther, a pure rushdown character that is all about speed. So playstyles between cost of S23 and Sabretooth right there. Little note right there. I saw people in the comments right here saying that it's oh, this is probably a fake leak right there, because they probably won't mention freaking X-Men characters that they fucking don't own, because they freaking trying to not pass around fucking advertising for them. It says they can still mention the characters right there. It says I don't know if they have something like a grudge against them like that, but freaking Capcom Macabro, if he mentioned back when the function meme was going around right there with the thing that. He did mention them like that. I know that they were trying to do things with sorry about that. They were trying to try to prevent obviously fuck. Sorry about this. Sorry about mumbling my words right here. For instance, I know Marvel has a thing against right now because of the licensing deal with X-Men characters, basically Deadpool and stuff like that, because of Fox owns the right there, so they're trying to avoid freaking try to avoid basically any advertising deals for them because of it. But they can still mention characters right there, obviously. Right there. They can still talk about characters. I don't know why, like, why people are talking about that. It's stupid right there. Black Panther says, I would say that at the moment he's probably going to be plays something similar to freaking Wolverine, most likely. I don't know. Playstyle is a cross between X-23 and Sabretooth. X-23, I wonder. X-23 was an interesting character. That's because, see, obviously has Wolverine, but she plays like her own right there. I wonder how well he would work right there. I'm just trying to imagine Sabretooth X-23. Says I can't remember. I can't because I don't remember Sabretooth from the Versus games that much. That's because I started I started playing fighting games on Marvel 3 right there. So obviously Marvel Sabretooth wasn't in Marvel 3. So I can't really imagine about. Hopefully he plays interesting. That's all I want to say to that. Hunter, a damage dealing that uses a multitude of weapons from the Monster Hunter series to fight on top of the items such as fast bombs, traps, and barrel bombs. So from what it sounds like, maybe like a mixture between Rocket Raccoon and Dante. From what it sounds like, that's what it sounds like with that, because he has Mr. Dante, Rocket Raccoon, Chris. From what it sounds like, that's what I'm getting right there. The base appearance is based off of Rafino's armor, while the main weapon is a giant sword. Certain weapons are only usable in hyper combos. It can also call assistance from tornadoes and call one finish a hunting horde. So he can, but when it sounds like he can also like call assists like mini assists like Ultron too. So maybe that'd be interesting there. Okay, next, Winter Soldier, a damage dealing that uses massive arsenal of weapons to fight. So basically, for what it sounds like, it's basically Marvel's version of Chris. For what it sounds like. Ooh, okay, that actually sounds interesting. His guns only have a certain amount of ammo per weapon, but as opposed to Chris, right there, he can toss them. He can toss his empty weapons and use it as like a tender combo. That actually sounds pretty interesting. So to make like Chris and Winter Soldier separate right there, so it's not one. Okay, Gill definitely is the most interesting one of the bunch, because obviously we haven't seen Gill since Third Strikes, as I think he was in since I don't know what games he was in right there besides Third Strike. Okay, let me look it up real quick so I can have. Gill. I'm just taking a look real quick and see where he's from right there. What game he was in. So for one, it looks like he was only. I thought he was in another game right there. So, okay. So, for one, it looks like he was always in Third Strike, but I know he made appearances in other games. So, if you didn't know, like, Gill right there was a boss character in Third Strike right there. In the Street Fighter 3 series right there. He basically had a similar moveset to Urian, but he had a lot higher damage output, obviously, because he was a boss character. He can juggle. He has a lot bigger juggle output, so he can stun you a lot easier. He can kill you off a lot easier. He also had two very powerful critical arts. One, he read a bunch of stuff from above right there, something like Dormammu's meteors right there to charge spells, or he has another thing which basically it was like a full scream hailstorm from Storm right there. That's another thing right there. And then he has the Resurrection, which basically if he has full meter and he dies, he can resurrect and right there have full health right there, unless you knock him out of it. So basically, from what this guy's saying here, he has powerful normals right there, and he can do hell of a damage from them. All his specials from first stack are intact, including his Different wing, he's everything habit counter. Resurrection, obviously he has that, but he only can use it once, and you can't revive him using Soul Stone right there. We don't know if Jill, like he can be, if you revive him once with his resurrection, you can't revive him with Soul Stone unless, from what this sounds like right there, you cannot use the Soul Stone at all right there. I wonder if that means after you use Resurrection right there, you can't use the Soul Stone afterwards right there. I wonder what that's about right there. Well, we will find out soon, like sooner or later, if one thing we'll find out if this leak is real in the future. So, but for one, it sounds like that means obviously the Soul Stone right there. You don't want to use the Soul Stone with Gill. Okay, now we're going to check out Venom. Venom, a devastating character that retains a lot of his techniques he had in earlier games right there. On top of new abilities right there, he best works for characters who cover against close, they lack projectiles and average movement options. So basically, like like any character that has like good opposing right there. So any beam super characters, anything that has like long lasting things that allow him to get in right there. So he sounds like he is similar to maybe Hagar right there, where he has to slowly get in right there, and then he has like a very good damage output right there. So hopefully we actually can see him do very well right there. Obviously right there, Venom right there. I definitely want to see Venom again right there, because he hasn't been in the game since probably Marvel vs Capcom 2. I think I'm not 100% sure. That's because I haven't played Marvel vs Capcom 2. And obviously people wanted him in Marvel vs Capcom 3, which obviously no happened. So hopefully we get him right there. And hopefully he's actually pretty good. Okay, next. There's new stages in development. Only one which has been named so far to the leakers, which is Asteroid S, Phone of the Four Gods. It is believed to be based off the Asteroid M, the Marvel X-Men comics, and the Satellite base from Street Fighter. So basically the phone, like the base of the Four Gods right there. So, but it's gonna be in space right there. So, so it's probably gonna be probably gonna be Ultron, Ultron Thanos with Sigma, and probably who was that? Jedi. Basically, it's probably gonna be those four on the mountain most likely, because they're supposed to be the evil villains in the evil villains of the thing, I believe. And there's one unlockable character, Ultra Sigma. Ultra Sigma is the fits the right of the roster, and between the both Marvel and Capcom sets. His playstyle is much more Western oriented than regular Ultron, losing access to Death Ray, but gains a couple of Sigma's dashes. All his hyper combos are apparently brand new. Ultra Sigma is unlocked after you complete the story mode on both difficulty settings. Okay, that's interesting. Well, we hopefully we'll find out soon enough right there if that's actually true right there, if you can unlock another character at the beginning of this. Because one, obviously they're gonna probably probably play story mode. At least one people is probably gonna try out story mode to see if that thing is true, and we will find out soon enough right there in the next 8 days if that thing's true or not. If that thing's not true right there, then we can probably just toss this leak out of the water right there. Okay, arcade mode has 8 stages, involving 2 phases fight against Ultra Sigma. The first phase is the Ultra Sigma and the newly created or Sigma created by the Reality Stone. Defeating the Ultra Sigma will unleash the full power of the stones and creating Ultron Omega. Okay, this, which I believe we also saw like a gameplay of that right there, because the leaked gameplay of that, and it says he definitely looks interesting to say at least. We will probably see more of it later on. It says, but obviously right there, no one really cares about the story mode really, unless unlocking Ultron Trick Sigma right there is actually true. Then people will actually play the story mode just because of that. Okay, this information was disclosed by a pair of unnamed individuals have been part of the production cycle. Those are not direct members of the development team. Names will not be disclosed. At least you should know that these members had high hopes against Mr. There's no official reports on animation regarding his plans for 2018. That all this usually will be up before the end of November. Out of the end of November, really? Okay, so they're gonna release all 6 DLC characters before December. Okay. Okay. Let's go over the leaks right here. Let's go over this right as a whole right there. Obviously, right there, it's a flip of the coin if it's going to be true or not. Because one, here's some very unlikely things right there with Gill right there, which he was in the zip leak right there, the 2 characters per month right there for DLC releasing right there, possibility of more characters coming out like coming later on in the month right there, the possibility of you playing Ultra Sigma like as a thing by unlocking him in story mode right there. We haven't seen anything from that, and so on and so forth. It's a big flip of the coin if it actually is a real leak or not. Hopefully, I actually would like to see this weekly. That's because I want to see Gill again and see how well he's interesting. And also, obviously, Venom. Like that Venom, I definitely do think he's going to be coming back right there. That zip leak, I definitely do believe that zip leak is probably real right there, unless Steve A decided to go to a different character later on. So there's definitely really more about this right there that I want to talk about right there because it's a rumor right there, so we don't know if it's true or not. I want to actually see like what if this thing comes true or not. We will see what's coming in the next couple of days with there because basically this right here, this right here right there is basically probably the turning stone right here. Basically, if Ultra Sigma, it's featured on the top right of the roster right there and you'll unlock him right there by being story mode right there. I will believe this leak to be real. If that thing does not show up in the leak, like if someone beats story mode on both things right there, and he doesn't unlock right there, then this leak is totally bogus. It says, well, hopefully this thing's actually real right now, and also hopefully the online's good because obviously right there they haven't told. No one has talked about any online about this at all. But we will see soon in the next probably 8 days or so how good the online is out there, how good the game is. From what it sounds like, it's actually pretty fun. But obviously, we don't know yet until everyone gets their hands on it because obviously pros will probably think it's sick right there. That's because they have the game early so they can try it out. But we don't know what the general masses are right there because like pros players will actually will have an overall different opinion than what the casual players think or what the normal audience is. We will have to wait for that until the game actually comes out. Okay, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you like in the next TSC episode right there, which I don't know if I'm going to do another mini TSC right there. I might do, if I get into the beta for Dragon Ball Fighter Z right there, I will probably do a mini TSC then. But at the moment, I have seen no sign of my invite yet, so I would know. Thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day. See ya.